the HEMI engine has earned its reputation the hard way. Decades of proving itself in Chargers, Challengers, Ram trucks, and Durangos across millions of miles of real-world use. There are HEMI-powered vehicles on the road right now with 250,000 miles on the original engine, still pulling strong, still running clean, still doing everything they were built to do. But for every HEMI that makes it to 250,000 miles, there are others that do not come close. Engines that start burning oil at 80,000 miles. Engines with ticks that became knocks that became replacements. Engines whose owners genuinely cannot explain what went wrong because they thought they were doing everything right. Here is what they were doing wrong. 10 specific things that HEMI owners do, some of them every single day, that the engine simply cannot tolerate over the long term. If you are doing any of these right now, stop immediately. Your HEMI's life depends on it. Let's get into it. Never do this. Run it hard on a cold start. This is the single fastest way to accumulate irreversible HEMI wear. And it happens in driveways across the country every single morning. When your HEMI starts cold, the engine oil is thick and sitting in the pan. The oil pump starts building pressure immediately, but it takes 30 to 60 seconds for oil to fully reach the upper engine surfaces. The camshaft lobes, the lifter faces, the rocker arms. Until that oil film is fully established on every critical surface, the engine is running with significantly less protection than it has at operating temperature. Hard acceleration during this window, whether it is a quick wide-open throttle blast to hear the exhaust note or an aggressive pull out of the driveway, forces those under-lubricated surfaces to work at high load before the oil film protecting them is complete. The metal-to-metal contact that results is real. It accumulates with every aggressive cold start, and it is permanent. 60 seconds of idle after a cold start, then gentle acceleration at light throttle for the first 2 to 3 miles until the temperature gauge reaches normal. The HEMI reaches operating temperature faster under gentle driving load than it does at idle anyway. This single habit change has a higher impact on long-term HEMI health than almost anything else on this list. Never do this. Stretch oil changes beyond 5,000 miles. The oil in your HEMI is not just a lubricant. It is the protective barrier between every moving internal surface and the wear that would otherwise accumulate on them with every revolution. When that oil is old, thermally degraded, contaminated with combustion byproducts, and depleted of its additive package, every mile you drive in that condition is a mile of elevated wear that compounds permanently and invisibly. The HEMI's oil life monitor is a useful tool, but it is not a precise measurement of oil condition. It is a calculated estimate based on operating parameters, and it is calibrated with a conservative buffer that means the oil has already been working hard for a significant period before the monitor reaches low percentages. Owners who wait for 0% are changing oil that has been past its optimal performance window for thousands of miles. Change your HEMI's oil every 5,000 miles regardless of what the monitor reads. Use full synthetic in the correct factory-specified viscosity, 0W20 or 5W20 on most current HEMI applications. Use a quality filter, Mopar, Wix, or Purolator. And if your HEMI has more than 150,000 miles on it, switch to a high-mileage full synthetic formula that contains seal conditioning additives. The oil change is the most important maintenance item on any HEMI. Treat it accordingly. Never do this. Let the oil level drop without checking. The HEMI consumes a small amount of oil between changes, particularly on higher mileage examples. This is not a defect. What is damaging is the consistent habit of never checking between changes and allowing the level to drop a quart or more below the full mark for weeks at a time. Oil pressure is directly related to oil volume. A HEMI running a quart low has reduced oil pressure at every point in the system, and that reduction is felt most critically at the upper valve train, where the camshaft lobes, the hydraulic lifters, and the rocker arm interfaces depend on consistent full pressure to stay properly lubricated. These are the exact components where the HEMI tick originates. These are the exact components that fail expensively when they are chronically under-lubricated. And these are the exact components whose failure produces the kind of repair bills that make owners wonder why they did not just check the dipstick once a month. 2 minutes, once a month. Pull the dipstick, check the level, add oil if needed. Never let a HEMI run more than half a quart below the full mark. This is the cheapest and most direct form of engine insurance that exists for any HEMI owner. Never do this. Use the wrong oil viscosity. This mistake begins destroying your HEMI from the very first cold start after it is made. And it happens more frequently than most owners realize because the quick lube industry has made it dangerously easy to put whatever oil is in the machine into whatever vehicle pulls up. Most current HEMI applications specify 0W20 full synthetic. Some older configurations specify 5W20 or 5W30. These numbers are engineering specifications, not suggestions. They were calculated for your specific engine's internal clearances, oil pump design, and cold flow requirements. Using a thicker oil than specified means the oil flows more slowly to the critical upper engine surfaces on every cold start. The camshaft lobes, the lifter faces, the rocker arms, all of them experience a brief period of elevated wear on every cold morning start because the oil is too thick to reach them in the first critical seconds after startup. Do this on every cold start for 5 years and the cumulative wear is significant, permanent, and directly traceable to an oil viscosity choice that saved nobody any money. Check your owner's manual for your specific Dodge's oil specification. Verify it at every oil change. Use exactly what is listed in the correct grade. Never do this. Ignore the HEMI tick. A HEMI tick that is caught early and addressed correctly is a manageable valve train condition. A HEMI tick that is normalized, dismissed as a known HEMI quirk, and driven through for 50,000 miles is a collapsing lifter waiting to happen. And the difference in repair costs between those two outcomes is several $1,000s. The HEMI's hydraulic lifters depend on consistent oil pressure and correct oil viscosity to maintain their internal preload. When oil is the wrong viscosity, when oil changes are stretched too long, or when the engine runs chronically low on oil, the lifters begin to wear. A lifter that is collapsing early, before it has damaged the camshaft lobe above it, is a repair that runs $500 to $1,000 depending on how many are affected. A lifter that has been ignored long enough to wear the cam lobe above it is a repair that runs $2,000 to $4,000 and involves removing the intake manifold, the valve covers, and in many cases the entire camshaft. Address every HEMI tick immediately. Add 1 quart of Lucas oil stabilizer at the next oil change and monitor whether the tick improves or worsens over the following 2,000 to 3,000 miles. If it worsens, and get a proper oil pressure test and a diagnostic before you are looking at a cam and lifter job. The tick is the engine communicating something. Respond to it early and the response is cheap. Wait, and it is not. Never do this. Skip the cooling system service. The HEMI runs hot under hard use. The cooling system is what keeps that heat within the precise operating window the engine needs. And when the cooling system is compromised through neglect, the HEMI pays for it in ways that range from accelerated head gasket degradation to complete engine failure from a single sustained overheating event. Dodge cooling system chemistry has a service life. The corrosion inhibitor additives that protect your aluminum water pump housing, thermostat housing, and radiator tanks from the mildly acidic chemistry of aged coolant deplete with every heat cycle. By the time the coolant in your reservoir looks brown and degraded, the internal corrosion has been happening for a long time before any visual indication appeared. Flush and replace your HEMI's coolant every 3 years regardless of appearance and regardless of color. Use the correct OAT or HOAT formula. Mopar coolant or a compatible equivalent like Xerex G05. Replace the radiator cap at the same time. A replacement cap costs about $12 and ensures the cooling system maintains correct pressure. A cap that cannot hold pressure causes the coolant to reach its boiling point at a lower temperature and reduces the system's thermal capacity under hard driving. Coolant flush and a new cap together cost under $30. The head gasket failure that neglected cooling systems eventually produced costs thousands. Never do this. Use cheap generic oil filters. The oil filter on your HEMI is the last line of defense between the metallic wear particles and combustion byproducts suspended in your engine oil and the precision surfaces those contaminants would otherwise reach. A cheap generic filter with inadequate filtration media and a weak anti-drainback valve is not an equivalent substitute for a quality filter, regardless of what the price difference implies. The anti-drainback valve specifically matters on a HEMI. It is the valve that keeps oil trapped in the filter between starts, so the upper engine surfaces are not momentarily without pressurized oil on the next cold startup. A quality anti-drainback valve holds the oil in the filter through overnight cold soaks, so the first seconds after startup involve pressurized oil rather than a momentary dry period. A cheap filter's inferior anti-drainback valve fails to hold oil properly, producing a brief moment of elevated upper engine wear on every single startup that a quality filter would prevent entirely. Mopar, Wix, and Purolator filters cost $2 to $4 more than the cheapest shelf alternatives. That $2 to $4 difference per oil change is the most cost-effective protection upgrade available for any HEMI engine. Use quality filters every time. Never do this. Neglect the differential fluid. Your HEMI makes serious power. That power travels through the transmission, through the drive shaft, and into the rear differential before it reaches the wheels. The rear differential contains hypoid gear oil that lubricates the ring and pinion gears under the extreme pressure of every acceleration event. And it degrades over time under that pressure, and the heat it generates exactly the same way engine oil does. Most Dodge owners have never once serviced the rear differential fluid on their Charger, Challenger, or Ram. And many of them will eventually pay for that oversight with a differential replacement that runs $800 to $1,500 in parts. And labor, when a $50 to $80 fluid service at 30,000-mile intervals would have prevented it entirely. Service your HEMI-powered vehicle's rear differential fluid every 30,000 miles under normal driving conditions. On Ram trucks that tow or haul, regularly shorten that interval to every 15,000 miles. Use the correct specification fluid for your specific axle. Check your owner's manual because requirements vary between axle ratios and between open and limited slip differential configurations. If you have a limited slip rear differential, the fluid must contain a friction modifier additive, or the limited slip clutch packs will chatter and wear prematurely. Never do this. Drive through warning lights. This is the mistake that transforms every other item on this list from a manageable situation into a catastrophic failure. And it is committed by a genuinely large number of HEMI owners who have a check engine light that has been on for 2 months, a temperature warning that appeared briefly last week, or an oil pressure light that flickered at idle and seemed to go away on its own. Warning lights in a modern Dodge are not suggestions. They are the vehicle's onboard diagnostic system, communicating a specific measurable deviation from normal operating parameters in real time. Every mile you drive with an unaddressed check engine light is a mile during which whatever caused that light continues operating without correction. A misfiring cylinder sends unburned fuel into the exhaust on every combustion cycle, degrading the catalytic converter continuously. An oil pressure fault means the engine's most critical protective system is not functioning correctly. A coolant temperature warning means the engine is operating outside its designed thermal range, and every mile in that condition accelerates wear on the head gasket and internal components. Get every warning light read within 1 week. Every major auto parts store reads fault codes for free. Knowing the code takes 15 minutes and costs nothing. Driving past the warning costs everything if the underlying fault is serious. And the only way to know whether it is serious is to read the code. Never do this. Run the engine at high RPM before full warm-up. Last one. And this connects directly to the cold start advice at the beginning of this list, but deserves its own dedicated discussion because it applies specifically to the period after the oil has started moving, but before the engine has fully reached operating temperature. Most HEMI owners understand intuitively that cold starts require some care. What fewer owners appreciate is that the vulnerable period does not end the moment the oil pressure light goes out at startup. It ends when the temperature gauge reaches its normal operating position, typically 3 to 5 minutes into a drive under gentle conditions. During the entire period between a cold start and full operating temperature, the engine's metal components are still expanding toward their designed dimensional specifications. Piston ring seal improves as the rings expand to their operating clearance. Oil viscosity decreases toward its designed operating level as the oil temperature rises. Combustion efficiency improves as the combustion chamber surfaces reach their designed thermal state. Running the HEMI at high RPM or under hard acceleration, before the temperature gauge reaches its normal position, applies combustion loads to an engine that is still transitioning to its designed operating state. The piston-to-wall clearances are still slightly wider than designed. The oil is still slightly thicker than its operating viscosity. The timing calibration is still in its cold correction mode. Every hard pull before full warm-up works against all of those transitional conditions simultaneously. Wait for the gauge. 3 to 5 minutes of gentle driving. The power will be exactly where you left it when the engine is ready for it. That patience applied consistently across hundreds of thousands of cold starts over the life of the engine is one of the most meaningful contributors to HEMI longevity that costs nothing but 30 seconds of awareness every single morning. 10 things. 10 completely avoidable habits and oversights that kill HEMI engines built to last for hundreds of thousands of miles. Every one of them is preventable starting today. Every one of them is dramatically cheaper to avoid than to address after the damage has already accumulated. Save this video, come back to it. Share it with every Dodge owner you know. Drop a comment below telling us how many miles your HEMI currently has and which of these you have been doing. We genuinely want to hear from this community. Subscribe for more Dodge tips, maintenance guides, and everything the dealership hopes you never figure out. New video every week. We will see you in the next one.